I wasn't for sure if I was going to actually come on today, but I was looking to see how busy we were in the cafe because it's just me and another employee of mine
Got
today.
it.
So if we're gonna cut it short, we gonna do it at exactly 30 minutes. We're gonna blast it out. We're gonna talk about some stuff and we're gonna reveal some stuff and we're gonna be in our truth together.
Yes.
So my mama keeps talking about me. Wait a minute, where I'm at. About how your camera is so clear, and every time she comes on here, I look like a fuzzy dream fantasy or something. She
Well, you
can't see
are.
my. You
You
said
are a dream. Yes.
so. You have to hook me up and give me some deets on a good camera that I can add to this computer, so I won't look like this anymore next
You're
week.
welcome. For sure. You
Thank
got it.
you. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's important to always keep good relationships with people because other people have other good resources that you may need. So don't do people wrong, y'all. Don't do people wrong. That's just don't do people wrong. You know, you just never know how some other person can help you along your journey.
That's right.
Huh? I'm live now. Oh, my employee just reminded me my Instagram. I need to go Instagram live really fast. Okay, because a sister just actually I was gonna be talking about something else. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk about something, but the sister just called me, and I think it's important for me to talk about something else too. Uh, hold on,
No problem.
hold
Take your
on.
time.
Hello live Instagram and hello live Facebook. My hair looks. Kyle, you should see me on the live right now because I do not look like the same person. It's so rude. It's so rude. But anyway, I know we have some Facebook. Hey y'all. Hey, hey. Okay, so I'm on live on my computer on Facebook, and I'm also on Instagram. Hello, everyone. Hey, Kai, love you so much, and I see you doing big things. I love you. You are posting more. You are opening up more, and I just freaking love it. I love it. All of it.
Thank you. Thank
You
you for seeing me.
welcome. I see you. I'm like, when you did them push-ups, I was like, Kat is coming out, baby. Her glow is up. Don't y'all love when y'all see y'all sisters glowing up? I don't know about y'all. I do. I just love it. It's so encouraging. Thank you. Y'all don't know how Cap been behind the scenes for a long time, y'all. Y'all don't understand. She, hold on. Let me just say this because she is the person behind this. Wait a minute. Y'all see that Bitcoin sign in the back? Y'all see all of the colors to Rashida Detox Cafe? Kai is the person is behind all of my marketing, everything. Do y'all understand? So please show her some love because if it wasn't for her, it would not be me, baby. So thank you. I love you.
Love you. Love you so much. So much. Whew. So, talking about how we got here, right?
Yes.
And love to segue also into what it is that you got to share because I'm excited to talk about that. But there's nothing wrong with being in the background. I want to put that out there. There's nothing wrong with being in the background. I love supporting my people. I love watching people rise to the top.
Yes.
I love elevating people when I'm in the space with them. I love it. That's the part of the process that I fell in love with.
Yes.
And as I was doing that, I got the little whispers in my ear. Hey, Kai, why don't you post more? Hey, we love seeing what you do. We want to know what you're up to.
Yes.
And it was this reciprocity that I didn't have an expectation for, but was so lovingly received, especially by you. So thank
Yes.
you.
You're welcome, Kai. Kai. That's my baby. Y'all don't understand. That's my baby. Do y'all hear me? Mm, mm, mm. They got married on me. I met. Wait a minute. Didn't I meet you? I met you when I was married, wasn't it?
Almost. You had just gotten your finalized.
I got
Finalized.
my divorce final. That's when we started going together.
Yeah. Also, you were married, and then I saw you and I witnessed you get your divorce final.
Yeah, you watched the whole thing, the whole thing. Yes, and now it's funny because you thank you for saying there's nothing wrong with being in the background because I'm feeling more and more feeling like I want to be in the background and help my people out and not be so in your face. You know what I mean? So I'm having more and more of those urges to sort of take a step back and have basically just have appreciation for what all I've accomplished thus far. I'm always in this constant. I want to do something else. I want to do something else. I want to do something else. Kai, I was looking in my Gmail folder of all of the stuff that you created for me that just never fucking happened. Like, gee, like real talk. I was like, I'm a fucking genius as far as when it comes to marketing and my innovative ideas. Like I have them, like I have underwear in my drawer, honey. They come so easy to me, and it's just I'm so creative. I can innovate anything from anything. Like I can make a whole thing of a worm crawling across the street, and I can have a whole marketing plan for it and how we can market that worm going across the street. Like I'm so good at that. So and I found myself even in my business, even in Rashada's Detox Cafe, I hire other creatives like me, and all I want to do is help them, but they supposed to be here helping me. Like, wait a minute. And it's so weird having to step back and allow people to be where they are and allowing me to be where I am. But I'm saying that also to come to that. Thank you for saying it's okay to sort of be in the background. That is nothing wrong with that. So I am thinking about just, it's been on my heart thinking about just kind of taking a chill and being in gratitude for all of the things that I've done for people, done for myself, how much love and appreciation that I give to myself. I never really take the time to have gratitude for my strength and my dedication. I never take time to really celebrate myself like that and celebrate my accomplishments. Like I really even wanted to do a 1 year anniversary on my detox cafe. I wanted to go on my birthday, and it was, I didn't even want to celebrate that. I really wanted to really celebrate myself. It is, and it's not really what I've done. It's really who I've become, and what's most important to me. Like I can throw all of the accolades and accomplishments and the certifications out there, but really I've become such a beautiful person. I really do. And yeah, do I still make mistakes and goof up? Yes. Do I sometimes talk too damn much? Yes. Do I, you know what I mean? But I'm at this place, Kai. I'm really at this place that I appreciate everything that I've done, and I love who I am at this space, in this space. I love my little cafe. I love the time that I'm able to have with myself. We're not doing so much and feeling like I have to do instead of be. Always having to create something new and get other people excited about who I am and what I do. Oh, keep telling your story. Keep telling your story. Keep telling your story, Rob. God dang. Like I get it. Read my book, G. Like, you can know a little bit about me. You can know a little bit about me. Just read my book and go to my website. I really, so I'm saying that also I want to talk about something the sister just called me on the phone while I was late for showing up. My routine, like so simple. a
Yeah.
lot of people are struggling with, staying on track. I still
Yes.
struggle with staying on track. Honey, I've been trying to lose 15 pounds for the last 15 months. So, honey, but um but I also want to share with the world, what my sort of routine is, and maybe you can share some of how your routine is. And I'm pretty sure we have some similarities in our daily sadhanas. We call them sadhanas, on our daily routine, our daily devotions to ourselves. And that includes the respect that we have for our physical body. I think
Yes.
it's a lot of us that's not out here respecting our bodies, and understanding that we need our bodies much more than our bodies need us. But
Mm.
like,
Mm.
right, Kai? Like, what do you mean? You're not, that's not a priority to you. Your number one priority, and your biggest job that you can ever have is yourself. So if you're not, I feel like, we all have time to get there. Everybody not there. But I wanted to share my daily sadhana with the world on how I stay lit.
Yes.
How
I
I
want
stay
to
lit
know.
most of the time, because the last few days, I actually, today and yesterday, I'm kind of feeling a lot better. I was in a dark space. I was in a lower energy, and I knew it. I was in a lower frequency, and honestly, my daily sadhana helps me stay in a higher frequency, and I think that's important, because when I'm not doing my daily sadhana, I can feel myself slipping, slowly
Mm.
slipping away. Remember that old school song? You're slowly slipping away. Who sang that, Jess? I'm probably saying it totally wrong, but yes. So when we sort of begin slipping out of our daily devotion to ourselves, because I definitely feel as though I am the altar, right?
Mm.
Yes,
Yes.
I am the altar. So if that's the case, then I have to care for this altar and come to it in honor and respect every single day, and at least be mindful of the things that I am digesting. So my morning routine goes a little something like this, and I hope y'all, if y'all are on these lives, we are delivering some good information that requires some note taking, because my mentor always says note takers are money makers. So
Ooh.
so if, and not necessarily money like that, I'm saying money for here. So
Currency.
currency, honey.
Mm-hmm.
So um I would like to share that daily sadhana. So I wake up, this is what I do. I wake up, and I definitely, first thing I do is get up and pull my window shade up and say, and I give gratitude. I made it, because life was given to me. There's times that I wake up and I feel like life was given to me instead of me asking for it. It was just sort of like, here, you get an opportunity. So I give thanks when I wake up, and then I go straight to the bathroom, and I, cleanse my face. I cleanse my teeth, right? And then I use cold water on my face, because cold water definitely helps with the skin. So I use ice cold water. And then I go to the kitchen and drink me some water. I drink about 16 to 24 ounces of water. And in between that, I'm taking colonial silver, and black seed oil. So I'll take the colonial silver, then I finish drinking my water, and then I'm walking my dog, and then I'm coming to back to my bedroom, and I'm reading prayer. I'm reading a prayer, I'm reading affirmations, and then I go into my meditation. And the meditation usually lasts, depending on how long it took me to go from getting up to the bathroom to the kitchen, because it's not fast. I'm slowly pacing myself, and
Yeah.
early in the morning. So then I go and then I go and meditate. My meditations are usually 5 to 15 minutes, depending on where I'm at, depending on where I'm at in time. So I go 5 to 15 minutes of meditation, which is, I'm not necessarily clearing out my mind. I'm just listening to and being the witness of what's happening in my mind that morning. And usually when I'm sitting and being in witness of what's happening, I'm receiving downloads. I'm receiving things that's happening subconsciously that I'm unaware of. So I usually have a notepad next to me. And if I don't have a notepad, or I use my cell phone, and when I'm done with the meditation, I'm always fired up because I'm loaded with these ideas, right?
Yeah.
So I'll either write them down or I'll keep them to myself. Sometimes I don't write them down. And then I get dressed, get ready for work, and then I come to the cafe and I have a shot of ginger as soon as I get to the cafe, which this is my second home. If you guys don't know, I don't even have a juicer at the house anymore. I don't have a blender at the house. Like literally, I sleep in my house and then I come to the cafe and everything that I have to eat and everything is here. So I get a shot of ginger. Ginger is really good for immunity health and fighting off colds, and helps with digestion. So ginger shot is first and foremost, and then I'll have some more water and I'll drink some herbal tea. I'll drink herbal tea right afterwards. So by that time, I'm already at a liter of water. So really, we only need what, 4 liters a day, 3 liters a day for a gallon. I
If
think
that.
I think it's yeah. So by that time, I'm already at a liter of water, and then so it's ginger shot is about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I'm drinking water, and then I'm at work. So I'm either in the kitchen, I am handling fresh fruits and vegetables. So again, that's another increase of frequency when you're handling fruits and vegetables as a job. You stay lit. You stay
Mhm.
lit, honey. So so as I'm doing that, I'm sipping on my herbs, right? Or I'm drinking on some tea. And then at about 10 o'clock, I have a smoothie. I have about a smoothie, or I do a smoothie bowl, which is packed with protein powder, sea moss, things like that. So I have that at about 10 o'clock. And then at about 2, I'll have a big salad, a great big salad. Oh, in between, right before we start at the cafe, me and my staff, we meditate for about 5 minutes in silence together. So that's another practice that I do right before we start our day here at the cafe.
Nice.
So there's another time for us to be mindful. So at about 2 o'clock, I have my something to eat here at the cafe, either a taco salad, or um, or I'll do some kale and some chickpeas or something like that, something super light. And then I work out at about 3:30. We close the cafe at 3. My trainer comes at 3:30. We train for about 45 minutes, and then after we finish training, I'm at school. After we finish training, I have school, and I usually be like snacking on something after the workout. I have school, and then at about 6:30, I am frying up some chickpeas. I saute I have this chickpea salad at the cafe, and it's got chickpeas and bell peppers, onions, and tomatoes, and I'll saute that up, and it's like maybe a half of a cup, and then I have a half of a cup of kale. I have a half a cup of quinoa, then I have some mushrooms and onions, and I saute all of that together. It's like a stir fry, and I have that for dinner, and then I go into my evening practices where I'm sitting to myself and figuring out what I got to do the next day. And then I go to bed and do this all over Monday through Friday, every single day. And of course, we have our off days because Saturday, Saturday, I usually have any meal that I want to have. And I try not to overdo it, but I'll do the unhealthy vegan shit like French fries, vegan burger, vegan cookies, fucking popcorn, goddamn it, anything. Like I'm smashing at that point. So, um, but again, that's my daily sort of practices. And in between that, sometimes I can get in some yoga, some stretching. I forgot about that in the morning. I don't do a full yoga practice, but I do stretch. I be on my wall and in my bed, in my bed, stretching. Just getting that body going, and getting the body moving. But that's usually my entire practice on a daily basis, and just being mindful throughout the day on the choices that I'm making, how I'm speaking to people, how I'm impacting people coming into the cafe. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's,
So I'm at this point, Kai. Like I know my practices, I know how I care for myself, and I know how I take care of myself. So it's almost a given that anybody that's around me, I'm going to do the same thing. So if anyone else receives anything outside of peace and caring from me, it ain't me, baby. You got to check yourself.
mm,
I'm
mm-hmm.
I'm 40. I'm over 40 years old. I ain't changing much, sis. And if so, if you come around me and get nothing, get something other than a beautiful experience and support and love and caring, because I know that's what I do for myself. If you receiving anything other than that, you got
Yeah.
to yourself. You really do. And I'm tired of, I remember I used to blame myself on that. Like I used to blame, like, what did I do? And one of my employees say, why should you take everything personal? I said, well, everything is personal to me because I'm a
Mhm.
reflection of everyone. So if someone is receiving something other than love and harmony from me, and I know for a fact I wake up and do certain things that keep me in alignment with spirit and keep me in alignment with high frequency, and I know I work around this shit. Like, wait a minute, it ain't me. Hey, babes. It's not me.
Mm,
I'm just I if someone is receiving something from me that is of negative, it's something that I am exposing for you. I'm doing
mm,
it for you. So
mm-hmm.
again, I'm still it ain't me. So and God has placed on my heart when it is something that I may be confused over, or is there is something that I may, you know, uh, have not seen or experienced, and I'm always willing to apologize and give love and say, okay, thank you for teaching me that lesson. So I just I got tired of blaming myself, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Kai.
Yeah.
So I'm at this point. I'm not. It's not me no more because a lot of people come to me to be in the light, and if you didn't receive that, you got to check your dark ass. What? Ain't me. What?
Right.
So um, and I know we always say, with law of attraction, we attract who we are, but yes, we attract who we are. Um, but if I'm not moved off of, if I'm not moved emotionally or at all about your actions, and you are moved by my actions, then we're experiencing two different lessons here. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Your
Yeah.
lesson is one thing, and then my lesson could be an awareness of this is who you are, right? People come to you for this, and I have people that come to me that is lost and that is looking for a light.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't ask to take on that role. I just became that, taking care of myself. You know what I mean? I was doing this shit for me, not y'all.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This was
Yeah. Good
about
point.
this was about me, ultimately, about my healing. I'm just sharing the tools that's helped me with my own personal growth, development, and healing. You see,
Yeah.
and we often lose focus in that when you're so involved in the marketing and commercializing and all that, you know. So it's important for me to stay grounded in that. How's your daily practices now, Kai?
Mm.
I
Yeah.
ain't.
And I'm gonna keep it brief because we're at that 30-minute mark, and I
I
want to
know.
honor your time. Um,
Yes.
And what I love that we share is the meditation, the walking. Nature is so healing. I love playing in that space that's like right in between waking up and getting up and just not quite awake, but still like
I
so
love that
in
space.
touch with the divine. Yes, it is
Mm-hmm.
just, it's nice. And to be able to be there and to receive your inspiration, for the day is just so powerful. Like you said, it's like a loaded gun going right into that day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is. It definitely helps with the vibe of your day and the type of people that are being attracted to you. And maybe we can talk about this next Friday, Kai, with holding the light for yourself, and not necessarily holding the light for yourself, but doing practices that make you light up in this
Yeah.
dark world. most people that are, and as myself, when I was lost and I felt in a dark space, I was looking for people in the light, but not realizing that I was also bringing them some darkness, and that affects people that are not, we didn't necessarily ask to hold the light. We're just doing the work. Don't come on here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Watch your shit. you I mean, because I'm saying that because I also have to watch mine as well. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes I give so much light that it blinds people, and it makes them resent me because they're not ready to be woken up to that level. So sometimes I have to humble myself. Everybody not ready to be healed, sis. And it can be a lash at people to expose them in that manner if they're not ready. So learning how to sort of handle that light, you get what I'm saying? Learning to hold that flame in your hand, that light. You get what I'm saying? That's a big girl. That's a big God. That's a big God. You know, you see, like you play God at that point. And I'm not your God. I'm not your guru, honey. Your guru. Don't put that type of pressure on me, because I'm in this game just like you. I just have tools that's helped me in the game to stay in life.
And there is a skill too. You have a skill to be able to hold the light and to handle it without getting burned.
Shit, I done burnt myself plenty of times. I done burned myself plenty of times. That's why I know that light can burn people. That light can blind people. At some times, because I'm like, oh, girl, just do this, and girl, just do this, and they be like, but I'm here. You know what I mean? You're here, but you can be there. You know what I mean? You like, oh God, you can do it. And they're like, but you don't know I've come from this place and I'm here. So they feeling as though they are in a good space. But me, I'm like, oh, you can be in a better space. It's like, and that's me. That's that go. Have to continue pushing, have to keep on growing, keep elevating. Take your time. For me, take your time, sis. Take your time and evolve in a manner where it's compassionate, it's soft, it's loving, it's not forceful. I'm so ready to wake up. I'm so ready, so I have to soften myself when it comes to my light. And people need to soften themselves if they know they're in the dark. And I need to soften up with that, because I take everything personal. Don't soften up with that shit. Like, please.
And how beautiful to know yourself in that way, and to be okay. Like, I take things personally.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Absolutely. So, but thank you, Kai. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak my raw truth. I still want to know your exercise routines now.
We'll get there. I'll do a post on it.
Right? That'll be good. So also, I didn't get the photos back, the new photos for the Grace coming up. So maybe I can send you those photos, a photo that I can use later.
Absolutely. And everybody check it out. Rashidat is going to be speaking more of her raw truth on Sunday, September 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And you can find that registration at gracemeetings.as.me. So that's gracemeetings.as.me. I can't wait. I'm so excited to hear some more than deep truths and all of the things that you have been exposing and alchemizing, that you're able to be here to share your wisdom and your experience in that way. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Kai.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Do we have enough time to do one question?
We sure do.
Do we have any questions on Instagram or Facebook, you all?
Allison, I see you on the Facebook Live feed. Feel free to ask anything.
Anybody have any questions for me on Instagram before we end our live?
And thank you for being here.
You're welcome. How are you doing? I love looking at the old Instagram posts as what I was saying. And I can see people laughing. You know, they got the laughing emojis. I'm wondering what they were laughing at that time. That's funny. I always look. Hey, Allison. Okay, so far it's I know it's sort of a delayed here on um, the Instagram and the Facebook, but um, I would love to hear how some people, when you're out of that space of love and light and in that high frequency, how do you bounce back, Kai? How do you bounce back? What do you do in order to get yourself out of that frequency of a low frequency? How do you get out of that?
The first thing that I do is I let it fall apart. My daily
Let
routine
it fall apart.
Yeah.
Wow.
My routine has changed so many times because, like, I'll be on it. I'll do all of the things that I have written down in my little checklist. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I feel off. And there's this point where it's like, Dell usually calls it like spiritual ego. It's like where you think that it's the routine that's actually giving you the grace and the vibration and all of the things that you want, but it's not. So what I do is I let it fall apart and I trust and I ask the divine to, to show me the new way, to show me who it is that I am now. Because just because I'm in a habit doesn't mean that it's serving who I am now. Maybe it served who I was yesterday or the week before or the month before. Maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time for my daily routine to fall apart so that it can evolve. And I don't want to get myself in the habit of being who I was the day before, because that's not what's up.
Yeah. That's interesting. So you allow things to sort of fall apart as they should, and because some things that we see that are falling apart could be falling together,
Yeah.
So I like that. I like that. We always tend to want to hurry up and fix things that we feel as though that they're falling apart, and it could be falling together, and usually it always does, because everything is working out in our favor at all times. So I love that.
Yes.
And then someone said, oh wait, oh, someone asked, how did I start my cafe? I'm gonna say that, and then that's gonna be the end of our live.
Mm-hmm.
So I started my cafe. Wait a minute, how did I start? I started my cafe originally from my 7-day holistic detox book that I created and wrote and published and self-published, and it started from there, and then it sort of evolved from a book to having all of these great recipes in this book, and then from the book, people wanted me to make it for them in the book. So one thing led to another. I was personal training inside this gym, because I'm also a personal trainer as well. I was doing my personal training thing, selling my books. I was just, entrepreneur stuff, got a few streams of income, and it was offered to me. So I definitely believe when you are in divine alignment, you don't have to go out and do anything. It'll just sort of be given to you. So this cafe wasn't sort of an idea for Rashidat. It was an idea for what my purpose and path was aligned with, like with what I was doing in that moment. It wasn't I didn't have a business plan for this. I didn't think about this. I was actually, I agreed to getting this space right before I left out to go to Egypt. And I actually turned it down twice and said I didn't want to do it, because I appreciated my freedom. I appreciated being able to come and go and be free. So I turned this down twice. And then when I came back to the States, they asked again. And I said, well, if this is for me, give me this free, this free, this free, this free, this free, this free, this free. And they said, okay. And then I said, okay, this is mine then. Because I didn't want to have to work hard at it. I didn't want to have to get all of these loans and all of this other stuff. I didn't. That's something that I didn't resonate with. So it had to come easy for me, or I wasn't doing it because that was just the space that I was in. So how I got the cafe was just based off of my own personal energy that I was vibrating at. I promise you guys, this was not something that was a big goal of mine to be sitting at my own cafe. I promise you, this is just a reflection of my growth. And I'm not going to say I'm going to stay here. It's just a reflection of my growth and where I'm at now. Just like how you said, Kai, I'm based on the routine that I'm in now is based on the where I'm at right now. It may be something totally different next year, and that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the story behind the cafe in short terms.
Yes. And if you have 60 seconds, Allison says, what do you think of fasting?
There's for me, fasting is definitely a practice of self-discipline, and I look at it as a great practice for developing yourself and strengthening your yourself in that manner. I think it's definitely a good cheat code to get to get to your spiritual awakening faster. It's definitely a cheat code, other than the Afro, not the drugs. It's definitely a good opportunity to level up in your spiritual journey faster and getting closer to your higher self when it comes to fasting. Because I look at fasting, detoxing, cleansing. I look at them so similar because it's all an act of disciplining and an act of purification of the body. So you're focusing that attention on yourself or whatever it is that you are fasting for. It's a sacrifice. It's a discipline. So I love the acts. I love anything that can strengthen your abilities. I love it.
Absolutely.
And I do all of it. I do meditation, fasting, working out. Like I try to push this body as far as I can, and when I can. So fasting is definitely. I love that cheat code. It's a cheat code, baby. when you want to know something or you are feeling confused in something, fast.
Yeah.
Fast.
And I was going to say, Rod, doing your programs, what I appreciate about what you bring is that you also talk about the detox as holistic. It's not just about the food. It's not just about restriction. It's actually quite the opposite. The detox nourishes your body so much so that your organs say, okay, great, I'll let go of these toxins because you're giving me the nutrients that I need.
Yes.
So that's a big difference.
Yes. And everything is spiritual. So when you're releasing those toxins from the organs, you're releasing a lot of emotional abuse that you've done to yourself, because there's a lot of emotions that get stored into the body. It gets stored into, like, in your heart, in your pancreas. Like these are all associated to our emotions and traumas in our life. So when you detoxing, you're not just doing it for just the physical, your stomach getting flat. You are releasing so much energy, baby. So yes. So if you guys are interested in detoxing, if you guys are interested in fasting, because I did a water fast 11 days before, man. Gee, it took me there. Like, real talk, it took me there. So I love all that stuff. I think that would be something that I continue um, to live by, and to sort of educate our people on when it comes to that. Like, this is a lifestyle. This isn't something that we just do. Like, it's not just something that I do for a living. It's a what do I call it? It's a system for developing a holistic lifestyle. I don't even remember what I said, right? But it's the entire system for developing the entire lifestyle. Because I believe most people that do fasting and detoxing regularly, they're into meditation and yoga. I think it just goes hand in hand. I really do. I really do. It just goes hand in hand. Whether you start off meditating, you're going to end up fasting. If you start off fasting, you're going to end up meditating. It's just kind of like, it's the whole lifestyle. It's
Yeah.
like that. For sure. So I love you. Thank you so much. If you guys are interested in fasting, if you guys are interested in holistic living, if you guys are interested in in learning more about yourself on new levels, Kai is here. She has also been my tarot card reader for multiple years since we've met. I do want to book a session with you also, because I'm in a transitional space really right now. So I think I need to get on your books to get one of those sessions from you. Can you tell everybody what it is that you do exactly when it comes to your tarot card? And can you let my audience know who you are, Kai, and what you do, baby?
Thank you. My name is Kai, and I'm a soul coach. I help people on their path to aligning with their soul's legacy. And we get to sit in a session and we listen to the whispers of your spirit. You're hearing the truth from you and your soul and what your higher self wants to tell you. And by the way, when we sit down, your ancestors might pop in for a chat as well. So we get all the downloads, all the resources to help you be your highest self.
Love it. She's powerful. And powerful people attract powerful people, honey. Thank you for being such a beautiful reflection of me, Kai, and being with me for these so many years. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh my God. So that's what Kai do. You guys know what I do. I have the Detox Cafe here in Dalton. If you guys are interested in any of my other products, I sell sea moss. I sell wild crafted purple sea moss from Jamaica on my website. I sell my books on my website. You can download all of my ebooks on my website. I have a hard copy ebook called The 7-Day Holistic Detox. It's a blueprint for developing a holistic lifestyle. If you need a blueprint, meditations, yoga, detox recipes, salad recipes, shopping lists, spiritual practices, meditation, it's all in that book. And it's only 48 pages long, and I'm giving you resources in the back of the book. I'm even giving you a small snippet on chakras and how to learn about those energy centers inside our spiritual and emotional body. So so if you guys are interested in on those levels, leveling up on those levels, and I would hate to say leveling up just because it's not it's an expanding. I like to say if you want to expand, I'm no better, less than you. If you want to have that expansion for yourself, there is resources here. Myself and my sister Kai, and I'm gonna put her Instagram right here in my Instagram. We're here. Is at this point it's up to you. You have your will to push you and make those choices for yourself. I'm not gonna tell you, pull you by your hair and tell you what to do no more. I quit. I ain't about to do it. I'm just here.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And that's enough. That's enough.
It's enough. It's enough. And yes. And it took me a while to be at that space. So it's enough. Yeah.
Rashida.com right there. Thank you so much for being here and being you.
Thank you guys so much. And until next Friday, until Dale, I said hey.
Yes.
I said hey.
All right.
Okay. And I am actually about to our daily. Wait. Wait a minute. It's our daily magic, right?
Correct.
MAGIK.
I see.
Your total's 18.
Okay. Okay, I pinned it. Okay. All right, great. All righty, Kai.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And we'll talk soon.
We'll talk soon.
Take care, everyone.
Magical.
Yeah. You did it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I gave her own.
Wrong one.